Hello everybody, that fish reader here, and it is day 18. So I haven't made a video in so long. Sorry about that. Currently it's day 18, and the two traps are doing exceptionally fine. Nothing spectacular has really happened. Just been feeding them according to my plan here, their dietary plan, and they don't seem to mind it. Today is Saturday, so I kind of skipped on my Thursday treat meal that I said I'd show you guys, sorry. But tomorrow I will show you the treat, and it'll be frozen bloodworms. So, yeah, that's it about feeding. They seem to be fine. Here, I've noticed something, so, oh, and if you guys are wondering why I haven't put video up for 2 days, because, I've been out of town, and I've been busy with karate and other dealio, so, yeah, but I'm back on track, so I'll be making videos tomorrow as well, and so on and so forth. So, that was the female that had eggs. This is just tinier Triops, but he or she, I mean, doesn't seem to even have a pouch developed. Oh wait, I take that back. There is a pouch developed, but no eggs currently inside. So, wow, okay. I didn't even notice this until now, while I'm recording this video. So, that's good to know. So, the other Triops has an egg pouch. It just hasn't developed eggs yet, which is fantastic though, nonetheless. But the larger Triops, I should say, I always see her digging every once in a while. But I kind of got worried a couple days ago because the egg pouch, suddenly one day it was empty. There were no eggs in it whatsoever. It was just empty. And I was really confused. I was like, did I do something? Did the Triops, decide to give up on laying eggs, or did something happen? And then, I posted on the Triops forum, which I'll post below the link, because it's a wonderful website. If you're into Triops, this is the place to go. Okay, you can get all the help you want. There are tons of members. I think there's more than 100 members, and they always put new posts on, and they also sell eggs, and plants on there, so it's a great place, and it's really easy to get on there. So, I'll post below. It's called the Triops Forum. Nothing too spectacular, but it is a cool place. As you can see, she's actually not growing that much more. She's only grown a centimeter or so. So it's not like she's, growing like she did before. I think she's reached her max. She's probably putting a majority of her proteins and nutrients into egg production, as it does require lots of nutrients. The little guy actually doesn't seem to be growing any much larger either, so I do want her to be bigger, the little guy, because I heard that the, what's it called? Sorry, I also have allergies, and, I kinda just woke up, so, my voice may be different. Yeah. Anyways, so, I did notice that there are exoskeletons in the sink. I'll show you guys right there. And typically, I find 2 exoskeletons a day. So, there's probably another exoskeleton laying around here somewhere. But it's good to know that they're molting, so I know they're still growing. It's just not at the rate I'd like them to be, but it's fine. I should measure this. Actually, no, I'll just post in the description what the exact size of them are, because I don't want to go up and get a ruler during the video. So, as I was saying, the little guy doesn't seem to be growing much, and I want her to grow at least the size of the larger Triops, because I've learned on mytriops.com, it's a great website about caring for Triops and their life cycle and all that, and I learned that the larger the Triops is, the more eggs, fertile eggs will be laid. So in other words, you'll have a lot more eggs. So, like for example, this Triops will have a ton more eggs than that Triops. So it's just, you know, I guess it's body mass ratio or some other stuff. But since she's so much smaller, I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. That fish breeder signing out. Yo, guys, yeah, sorry, I forgot one last thing to tell you guys. So, as you can see, it's kind of getting small for them. Oh, you actually can't really tell, but they swim a lot, and, you know, gotta give your Triops them, their exercise. Don't want to get fat Triops or anything. So, since we want lean, mean Triops, I was thinking of, putting them in this container, as it is a larger size, I believe. It may not look like it, but it can hold a bit more water. It's not crazy or anything. I think it's either that or the 5-gallon now. I really want to put them in the 5-gallon. The problem is I don't have enough sand to accommodate the entire tank. So I have to buy like an entire like 5-pound bag just to fill up, you know, like 1 extra pound of area. So it's kind of a waste of money. So I have to see what I can do. You know, you guys can tell me below, actually. Comment below and tell me, should I start them in a 5-gallon? I only have 2, okay? So, just consider that. If I have more Triops in a future hatch, then I'll probably will. I just have to buy, you know, the sand. So that's the whole problem right now. The lack of sand. And, oh, and I want to show you guys something. Yeah, here. So since they're laying eggs, I can't really see it, I'll be honest. I can't see a thing. I hope they are laying eggs, because I see them digging occasionally. Not a lot, like a lot of people say they do. Like, on forums and on videos, I hear they dig like 24/7. I only see them dig at least like 2 minutes a day. So, I don't know. Maybe my Triops are fast workers. I don't know. Anyways, here I wrote out this entire thing. I was kind of sloppy about it because I was writing real fast. But anyways, this is just from mytriops.com, and I was showing about how how to harvest Triops eggs after the tank is finished. So I'll just skim through it. So what you do is that you take out a majority of the water, so you'll leave it up to here. Oh, and this is when all the Triops are dead, but you know, or you're assuming there are eggs in it, and you go down to there, and then you tilt the tank at a slight angle. So you tilt it so all the water is in one corner of the tank, and what you do is that you churn up all of the sand so that the eggs, which should be in the locations that they were laid, should be stirred up along with all the dirt, all the waste, and all the sand. So as you stir it up, you want to quickly scoop out from that corner which is filled with all the dirty swirling water. You want to do it before it settles so that the eggs don't have a chance to settle, as they are heavier than the sand. So you do that, and then you leave it to the side. You let it settle for 10 to 15 seconds and pour off about half of your container, and you refill it with, it doesn't matter, you can put cold tap water, because Triops eggs are very hardy. They can handle extreme temperatures on both ends of the spectrum. So and they can also handle dechlorinated water, non-dechlorinated water, so like tap water filled with chlorine. They're okay with it. So you just pour it out, refill it, pour it out, and you do that quickly so that you get the water clear, but you want to make sure you leave the eggs, so you're pouring out only the dirty water. So that's what you do, and you do it about 4 or 5 times or until water's clear, and you pour off for the last time, and you leave it at half. Now you want to not obviously pour off the eggs, and you want to swirl up all the eggs in this little amount of water. Swirl it up so all the eggs are in the center of this current, because that's just how the mass of the eggs, I guess, are. and the gravel and all the rest of the little bits of dirt and sand and whatnot will be on the outsides of the swirl. So once you got that, what you gotta quickly, I mean, this is the quickest part you gotta be with. Take a turkey baster or something like a pipette, and you want to suck up the rest of all these eggs in the center, but not the stuff on the outside that's swirling. And then you just put this onto a petri dish, or maybe even, I guess paper. I guess paper is fine because it's flat. And just let it dry, and then you've got yourself eggs. So that's about it. That fish reader quickly signing out. Low on memory. Sorry.